Hey guys, what's up? It's Kyle here. This is a reaction video. Response video to SimonNicolHD. He made a video, I think just yesterday, maybe 2 days ago, talking about the development, the character development in WWE and TNA, how it's currently lacking at the moment. And I definitely agree with this. He said he made some great valid points in his video, and he was just saying of how he wants to know if he's the only one, and I think he's not the only one. To me, I think the character development in both TNA and WWE, it is lacking, very much so. It's horrible. It really is. It's horrible, and it's pathetic. I'll start with WWE. I've been saying it for the longest time, and people give me so much flack and so much hate for it when I talk about WWE, but I'm sorry. I have to talk about something that I dislike with the WWE. If I dislike something about WWE, I have to talk about it. I'm sorry. The character development is really, it is lacking. The only stars I think that they're doing well in and they're developing well is the Shield. That's it. But everyone else on the roster is just, it's not there. I love Dolph Ziggler. I'm glad Dolph Ziggler is the World Heavyweight Champion. But I gotta agree with Simon D. They're booking him like a chicken shit heel. That they really are. And it's like they've been booking him as such a weak world champion. I mean, his first week that he became world champion, he loses to Jack Swagger. Then on top of losing to Jack Swagger, he lost to Del Rio. I think this past, was it Monday night on Raw or SmackDown, something like that. I mean, he continues to lose. He continues to get help from Big E Langston. I mean, it's like, okay, this dude doesn't deserve to be champion at all because he loses a lot, and he always needs to have some type of help or some distraction from AJ and Big E. And it really hurts Dolph Ziggler. It hurts him a lot because Dolph is, in my opinion, I think from somebody to not come from the independent scene like Ring of Honor, and for him to be a homemade and homegrown WWE talent, I think Dolph Ziggler is a damn good talent to be homegrown WWE and not picked from the indies. And it's just the shame of just how much they're booking him as such a weak and pathetic champion. Now, those of you can say, now I know some people may say, well, hey, they stacked it. What they're doing is they're stacking the deck against Dolph Ziggler. So then once the ladder match comes, he'll win and retain, and it makes him makes him look strong. I get the thought of you stacking the deck, against Dolph Ziggler to make it seem like he won't have a chance. But my God, as you're trying to stack the deck and as you're building this feud leading up to the pay-per-view, don't make Dolph Ziggler look like a crap champion as well. I don't get that philosophy of WWE that they feel like once you're a champion, on your build to the next pay-per-view or whatever, they have to tear you down. I don't understand that mindset. It's pathetic, in my opinion. You have Ryback. He's another one. Got this huge big monster push out of nowhere. It was just out of the blue. They ended up giving him this heat, and he's now turned heel to show some character development or changing his character. And I like Ryback, I do. But I mean, why are they building up Ryback? Are they building up Ryback just for him to lose to John Cena again? Because I mean, really, fans were starting to get behind Ryback as a face anyway. They've turned him heel. And since they've turned him heel, are they turning him heel just for him to lose to John Cena? In my opinion, I don't think that's fair, and I don't think that's right to lose. And I know somebody posted a comment when I made a video and me saying I think Ryback should beat John Cena. Someone posted a comment and said, well, I don't think John Cena should lose. He just got the belt. Do you know how many champions just win a world title just to lose it like 2 months later? It happens all the time, and it happens with only happens with the most the stars that are developed, the stars that can take a risk and carry the belt for about a month or two, drop it to someone else, and it won't damage them in any way because they're an established star. You look at The Rock. The Rock held the belt when he beat Kurt Angle back in 2001. He had the belt for 4.5 weeks. just to lose it to Austin 4 weeks later at WrestleMania. The Rock held the belt for 10 weeks. Just this year, he held the belt for 10 weeks just to give it to John Cena, just to give the belt right back to John Cena. So it happens. So it's not going to hurt John Cena if he loses the belt to Ryback, you know, after having it for like 6 weeks after he just took it from The Rock. It's not going to hurt him one bit at all because Cena's already a credible superstar. So definitely the character development, it is lacking. Simon also brought up Wade Barrett. Totally agree. Barrett, it's like they don't know what to do with him. They keep saying, okay, we're high on Barrett. We want Barrett. We're going to give Barrett this big push. They give him these big, huge vignettes and these video packages. They make him the Intercontinental Champion. And what has Wade Barrett done? I have not seen Wade Barrett for like 2 weeks on Raw, SmackDown, or Main Event. The last time I saw him was on Main Event like 2 weeks ago when he fought Justin Gabriel. He's the Intercontinental Champion. Well, what are you doing with him? I mean, push him up to the Main Event scene. But they aren't doing that at all. Don't know what they're doing with Wade Barrett. Randy Orton, I've said 1,000 times, turn Randy Orton heel. Nobody as a babyface. Turn him heel. And going on to TNA. TNA are just as bad as WWE right now. You know, the Aces and Eights. Aces and Eights, they get the little shot of adrenaline once Bully Ray turned heel and revealed he was the leader. But it's starting to decline again. Aces and Eights are starting to bulldoze down TNA again. And they take Sting, and they have Sting as the #1 contender for the world title. How many times does this make Sting his headline Slammiversary? Like what, 4 years in a row? Last year was against Bobby Roode. The year before that, it was against somebody else I can't think of. And then the year before that, it was against Rob Van Dam for the world title. How many title shots is Sting going to get each year at Slammiversary? I mean, really. I mean, he used to headline Bound for Glory back-to-back. So now is he doing it now for Slammiversary? Is that the next pay-per-view he's going to just main event now back-to-back? I don't understand that with TNA. I love Sting. Sting is a credible superstar, but Sting's a draw, but Sting's not going to boost up the ratings. You know, Sting is past his prime. He's a legend. He's an icon. He's done so much for that company, but there's really no more than what Sting can do than what he's already done, you know, in the early years of TNA when he first came in. There's just nothing else he can do. They should have given it to Matt Morgan, a new star. I'm not a big fan of Matt Morgan, but my God, push him. He's the only guy that they've been focusing on. Push Matt Morgan up to the top. You know, kind of dwindle down with this Aces and Eights a little bit. Kind of get rid of some of these jobbers and Aces and Eights. Bring it down to like a 5-man team or something. You know, starting to eliminate some people of Aces and Eights because I think they're really watering down and drowning the product. You look at the X Division. They treat the X Division like an afterthought. I mean, I don't understand. They put on like 2 X Division matches, but that was on the tape shows. Why can't you have an X Division match on the live show? Now, some may argue to say, hey, they may put the reason why they put the X Division matches on the tape shows to get the crowd up in an uproar and, you know, get them excited, you know, so they come off TV much better. Because, you know, after they sat there for like the first 2 hours during live, they probably get tired out than that last 2 hours for the tape show. So I can understand that, but my God, rotate it around a little bit, mix it up, freshen it up a bit. I mean, don't have every X Division match on the tape shows. They've built Kenny King. I mean, they've been building him just terrible to me, in my opinion. He's one of the diamonds in the rough of that company. Samoa Joe, I love Samoa Joe, but you know what? I'm tired of fighting for Samoa Joe and what the spot he should get and the spot he should take in TNA. I think Samoa Joe should, at this point, I think Samoa Joe should leave TNA and go to WWE, get out of the Bush leagues and go to the big leagues, because I think Joe is he's just comfortable. He's just comfortable and he just settles. He really doesn't care, and I think that's sad because he's a darn good talent, and I think he's being so underutilized and so unwasted. He's so unwasted down there. Is pathetic. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. So I definitely agree with Simon here. He's definitely not along in this, and the character development, the writers on both shows, are not great. And he even made a video before too, saying of how like wrestling right now is not all that great. And I agree, wrestling is lacking. Raw, SmackDown, TNA. TNA's been a little bit more enjoyable here and there, but all three wrestling programmings have not really been that enjoyable. Wrestling is it's not a good time right now in wrestling. It's not. It's just not. It's just not a good time in wrestling right now. That's why you probably guys have noticed over the last week and a half, I've been making so many videos on movies, video games, this, that, and the other, but barely any videos on wrestling. I only made one video out of the entire week and a half of wrestling. That's just how much wrestling is lacking right now, and nothing's really stands out. It's terrible. With CM Punk gone for about 3 months, this is WWE's chance for them to take somebody to kind of fill his spot. Not take over his spot, but to at least fill it and while he's gone. It looks like they may do that with Ryback, but if they have Ryback to lose, it's really just frivolous. It really is. So you guys give me your thoughts on this. This is my response video to SimonHD's lack of character development in both TNA and WWE, as well as wrestling is just crap right now. Let me know your thoughts in the box below. Subscribe. Peace.